We have launched the spring summer catalogue and the celebration catalogue. If you don't know what celebration is, if you're new to Stampin' Up, it's basically our annual event which equals freebies and some other rewards as well. So it will run from the 3rd of January to the 31st of March, and for every £45 that you spend you can earn a free gift. There are, I can't remember now if there's more than one. 90, yeah, this one is for £90 spend, and you get your stamps and your framelits. No, sorry, it's a kit. Framelits and a kit which work together, and that's the only one I believe that's for £90. The rest are all 45, and as is the stamp set that I'm using today, is a celebration stamp set. So you can get this completely free with a £45 order. And isn't it gorgeous? Just love the artwork on this. I love the whimsical kind of look and feel. And this is the card I'm going to be showing you how to make today. Everything, all details will go onto the blog, so don't worry if you haven't quite picked up the measurements or what I've used. It'll all go on there. The link will be in the description below. Also on my blog there will be links to the spring summer catalogue and the celebration catalogue. I will just also point out, if your wish list is of £99 or more, then the joining offer is perfect for you. So for celebration, normally you get £130 worth of product for £99, but you're actually going to get £170 worth of Stampin' Up products for £99. There is no catch. But they've introduced another option this year. So again, £170 worth of products, a beautiful tote valued at £47, and you'll only pay £125. So that is amazing. This is my tote. I will quickly show you because I know you all want to see the demonstration of the card, but super quickly I'll just show you that. And I won't go into the details of what's in there, but you can see kind of the size. So without any further ado, I will get on with the demonstration and stop chatting. Okay, supplies. Let's talk supplies. So I have a piece of A4 Balmy Blue. This is from a paper pack called Gingham Gala, and it measures 10 by 14.5. I should have had, yes, another piece measuring 10 by 14.5, which is going to be the insert. This is Whisper White. Another piece of Whisper White, which is 6.5 by 9 centimeters, and Balmy Blue in 7 by 9.5 centimeters. Some scrap, Balmy Blue, Gingham Gala, and the Highland Heather, and another piece of scrap Whisper White. In addition to that, I have some silver thread, all available from the catalogue, and as you might have guessed, the colours are Highland Heather and Balmy Blue are the inks that I'm using. Okay, there'll be some other tools and things that I'll use as we go along, but I will show you those as I get to them. So I haven't pre-cut the card base because I just wanted to show you the measurement on that. So I've got my trimmer, and I'm going to line up the short end at 10.5 centimeters, which is basically the exact center, and just slice that in half. Then I'm turning it round to the long side, and this time I'm going to use the scoring portion, which is the light grey, at 14.9, which will take that in half, and then that is the card base. It's just slightly different from standard card base, but obviously still fits in your envelope. So let's get to the stamping next, because everybody wants to see the stamping. That's the exciting bit. So I'm grabbing my 6.5 by 9 piece of Whisper White. I just want to grab my piercing mat, which is the perfect surface to stamp on when it's a photopolymer stamp. And the photopolymer basically means that it's clear. Now an original red rubber stamp would have a little cushioned layer on it, so this isn't in effect taking the place of that, and you will get a much more crisp impression. So I've already mounted all of my stamps on the clear blocks, and I'm going to start with the cupcake base. So this is basically in 3 layers: cupcake base, this is the cake portion, and then that is your frosting or icing portion. So I need my balmy blue ink pad, and we just tap tap tap. Oops, I've now picked up my piece of Whisper White, and I'm just going to line that up somewhere about 1.5 centimeters from the bottom, around there. Down and lift up. There's my cupcake case. Now I want my cake, which is in Highland Heather. Now I've found that you kind of do really want to overlap, otherwise you're going to get a gap. So please excuse me if my head gets in the way. I'm just going to pull that down slightly. Hopefully that's still in shot, and I'm going to have to just come all the way in. I'm so sorry, but just to overlap that to make sure there's no gaps. There we go, that's some cake. And now I need some nice blue frosting. I'm imagining this is like a buttercream frosting, because you know that's yum. And again, I want to overlap so I can actually see through. I can kind of see through where my cake bit is. I've just stamped onto that because I was lifting it up, but I should be able to cover that. Obviously you won't be lifting yours up when you're stamping at home, you'll just be stamping. Just want to make sure you guys know exactly how to line these up. Okay, managed to get a little bit there. Nothing new. Again, yours will just be straight stamped, and you won't be making your life complicated by lifting it up. So now I'm doing my sprinkles. There, you can just go there. And I want a little cupcake topper, which is my heart. And we'll stick that in here. Okay, so that is the cake stamped. I'm now going to make the little bunting. That's what we call it here in the UK anyway, bunting. Now, for anyone who watches the Great British Bake Off, hopefully you can get that if you're not in England. But they always have, so that everything is, they bake cakes and yummy things in a tent. That's basically the thing. I mean, what's not to love about cakes? And they always have bunting, so I just thought bunting would be really cute. Now, I already had one I'd cut out from making the sample for you guys, so I've just kind of kept that, but it isn't anything complicated. I have just literally cut a triangle shape. I did a square, cut it into 4, but that was just the wrong shape. It actually just looked like underwear on the line, and I thought that's not really the look. Anyway, just literally gonna cut that out. It's just a triangle, so I don't mind a bit of fussy cutting that. I've probably got a die set somewhere with this shape in, but you might not have that, so I just wanted to show you how to do that. Just adds that next little bit of something, doesn't it? So I'm going to have one blue and one in the Highland heather. Just one more, so I could just line it up that way. So you want them the same sort of size. Just take it from that angle. Okay, bunting complete. So I can start to pop this together. I will actually just do the insert stamping actually, that would be a good plan. So I've just got the sprinkles that I had put on top of my icing, and I'm going to do one in each corner. Just gives a nice decoration. Obviously you can put another sentiment in there if you want to. You've got other sentiments to choose from. I'm using Sweet Wishes on the front, which I'll stamp in a moment. But you could do Sprinkled with Love inside, or Celebrate Your Day. Sometimes I just like to leave it blank until I know who I'm giving it to, and that can be more appropriate with my sentiment. So this is where your scrap piece of Whisper White comes in, and a little bit more fussy cutting. So Sweet Wishes, and I'm just going to cut round that. I mean, I kind of just curved it a little bit, and just, you can be kind of swirly however you want to be, however close you want it to be. Just move your card rather than your scissors. That's the way to kind of get them smoother. Okay, so just like that. Oh, a little edgy there. Let's get rid of that, shall we? That's your sentiment done. So we can do a little bit of putting together now. So in with the card base that I made. Let's pop the insert in. Using a little bit of the liquid glue, light squiggles, gives you wiggle room. Press that down, and now the front. So the first thing that goes on is your 10 by 14.5 panel of gingham gala patterned paper. You've got a bigger check on the front if you wanted to use that. That would be too big for the bunting in my opinion, so I've just kept it small. That'd be quite cute, just folded over in one corner as well. Okay, now I'm bringing in my blue panel, which was 7 by 9.5 centimeters, and that's going to go sort of at a little bit of an angle. Like that, I think is good. And then the Whisper White piece again at an angle. Doesn't have to be a precise angle, just whatever jaunty angle you want to put it at. It's probably going to be different every time. So about there I think is good. Just a bit of that fluffy bit. Okay, now the bunting. I added my bunting with some mini dimensionals. They're basically little foam pads which allow you to raise something and just pop it up a little bit more. So we do the mini or regular size, and obviously the bunting's quite small, so I'm using the mini, and that's also going to tether in my little bit of thread. So the first thing I'm going to lay down is the dimensionals. We may as well cover up my splodge. The splodge is there to show you that everyone makes a splodge. Don't worry about it. And then just peel that backing off. Okay, I'm just going to cut I think I'd do 3 lengths of this. And I'm just going to lay it over the top of the dimensionals, the little foam pads. And I'll just be trimming that, that's easier than messing around. Might even leave it longer for this one. I'm laying that over the top, and then I'm going to put my bunting on, and then I'll do some trimming. So let's do the middle one. And now my other 2. Just going to overlap slightly. So I actually prefer that to the original. I thought I would tweak that when I did this one. I really wanted to sort of go a little bit further over, but I've done that now on this one. Just trim that, and I say might leave these a bit longer. But baker's twine would also be cute as this. Or without, whatever you have on hand. Okay, so as you can see, I have some little sequins there as well. I'll pop those on in a moment. First I'll do the sentiment, and again I'll pop that up. I'll pop that up using the bigger dimension. Actually, I think I'll use a mix. Let's take that one out of the way. I'll do big in the middle, little on the edges. You just want things to be sturdy on your card, especially if it's being mailed. Let's peel the backing off of those. I love Christmas. It's always fun to go back in sort of spring, isn't it? January's still a dark month, so it's nice to just have some spring-like projects and change the colours up again. So I'm going to pop that right there. I think maybe a little bit over. This is where I'm being fussy. But I think that will be, oh, maybe if it was straight. Actually, the more I'm trying to make it straight, the less straight it's becoming. Okay, let's leave that. And, well, I did have my sequins. Did I just show you the sequins there? So This is from the Butterfly Gala suite, which you'll find in the Spring Summer catalogue. And so you get this cute in all the coordinating colours, same as the gingham paper. Get little flowers and you get little sequins. Seem to have a dot there. So I will do this sequins again. I couldn't decide whether to do flowers or sequins, but I'll do this, just the regular sequin shape again. So again, let's have it slightly different to the original. 2 there. It's using my take your pick tool, which is a very handy thing. If you were using sequins which didn't have the adhesive backing, you've got this cute little gummy end, which needs trimming because it's gone a bit swelly. But that would pick up any sequins that aren't on a nice handy adhesive backed sheet. And that is it. It looks like you've spent hours, but as you can see, it came together very, very quickly. So as I say, all of the things will be, all of the measurements and the products I've used are all going to be on the blog. Do check out the amazing celebration and the full catalogue. All of the catalogues links will be on the blog, and if you're in the UK and don't already have a demonstrator, just send me a message if you would like me to send you a hard copy of the catalogues. You'd be more than welcome. Thanks so much for watching today. Take care, and I'll see you all again very soon. Bye bye.